Dear one, have you ever noticed how your body tightens when your mind turns unkind? One sharp thought, just one, and the shoulders rise, the jaw clenches, the breath becomes small, and then another thought comes, and another, and suddenly it feels as if you are carrying a heavy bag you never agreed to pick up. I want to sit with you for a moment, right here, right now, and I want you to hear this with the softest part of your heart. There is nothing wrong with you for feeling what you feel. You are not failing because your mind runs ahead of you. You are not broken because your body has been trying to protect you. So many people walk through life talking to themselves in ways they would never speak to a child, a friend, or a beloved pet. The inner voice becomes a judge, a critic, a constant alarm, and the body, sweet, loyal body, listens. It listens to every sentence, it listens to every label, it listens to every not enough, every too much, every I can't, every something is wrong with me. And if you've been living with stress, tension, fatigue, tightness, or a sense that your body is always on edge, it may not be because you are weak. It may be because your body has been hearing fearful thoughts for a long time and doing its best to respond. Here is the hope I want to offer you today. You can begin again. You can learn a new inner language. You can speak to yourself with love, real love, not forced cheerfulness. And over time, many people find that as their thoughts soften, their bodies begin to soften too. I'm sharing what I've learned about the mind-body connection and the power of loving self-talk. This is not a replacement for professional care. It's a gentle tool, a supportive practice, a way to become kinder to yourself on the inside, so your whole life can begin to feel safer on the outside. Now take a slow breath with me, in and out. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Let your belly be soft. Let your face rest. And let's begin. Your body is listening, not judging. That is the first truth I want you to hold close. Your body is not sitting there with a clipboard giving you grades. It is not deciding whether you deserve comfort. It is responding like a faithful friend who believes every story you tell it. Imagine for a moment that your body is like a quiet room in your home. The walls hear everything, not only the loud words you say out loud, but the whispers you say inside. I'm so stupid. I'll never get it right. I don't feel safe. I'm always behind. I hate how I look. These thoughts do not float away like harmless clouds when they are repeated day after day. They become the atmosphere. And what happens in a room when the atmosphere is tense? Everything tightens, the air feels heavy. You want to brace. You want to protect yourself. Many people have never been taught that self-talk matters. They think a thought is just a thought. They think being hard on themselves will make them better. But I have learned something different. Harshness does not heal. Harshness does not create lasting change. Harshness creates fear, and fear in the mind becomes tension in the body. So I want to introduce you to a new possibility. What if the way you speak to yourself could become the way you soothe your body? What if your inner voice could become a safe place? Not perfect, not endlessly positive, just kinder, more truthful, more loving. Here is a simple practice for today. For the next few minutes, listen for the tone of your inner voice, not to punish yourself for what you hear, but to notice. Notice like a gentle observer. If you hear criticism, you don't have to fight it. You can simply say, I notice that, and then you can choose again. And when you choose again, you might try this soft sentence. I am willing to be kinder to myself. Just that. I am willing to be kinder to myself. Say it slowly, let it land. I am willing to be kinder to myself. If your mind argues, that's okay. If your body doesn't relax instantly, that's okay too. We are planting seeds. We are not demanding flowers in one day. Take another breath, in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says, so let's give your body something loving to hear. I am willing to be kinder to myself. Good. When we speak to ourselves with fear, the body often responds by bracing for impact. Think about the last time you felt judged by someone else or by your own mind. Did your chest feel tight? Did your stomach churn? Did you hold your breath without realizing? The body is wonderfully honest. It tells the truth of what the mind is practicing. Now, dear one, I am not saying that every physical sensation is your fault. No, please do not take this path into blame. Life is complex. Bodies are complex. Experiences are complex. And still, there is something powerful we can learn. The nervous system responds to our sense of safety, and your inner voice is one of the most constant signals your nervous system receives. If your mind is always saying, watch out, your body learns vigilance. If your mind is always saying, you're not safe, your body learns to tighten. If your mind is always saying, you can't handle this, your body may feel overwhelmed even before anything happens. So what do? We begin to offer a new signal, a new message, a new frequency of kindness. I like to think of it as turning down the volume on the alarm and turning up the sound of compassion, not by pretending everything is fine, but by reminding yourself that you are here, you are breathing, and you are learning. Here's what I've discovered. The body often responds beautifully to permission. Permission to rest, permission to feel, permission to be human. So let's practice permission right now. Place a hand on your heart, if that feels comfortable, or on your belly, or simply imagine warmth in your chest, and say gently, it's safe for me to be with myself. It's safe for me to be with myself. I may not believe it fully yet, and I can still say it. And it's safe for me to be with myself. If you feel emotion rising, let it rise. That is your body responding to tenderness. Tears are not failure. Tears are release. Tears are honesty. Now bring this into your day in a very practical way. The next time you catch yourself saying something cruel, something you would never say to a child, pause. Pause as if you've just heard a door slam in a quiet room. Then choose a new sentence. Instead of, I'm a mess, try, I'm learning and I deserve patience. Instead of, I hate my body, try, my body is doing its best and I choose to support it. Instead of, I can't handle this, try, one step at a time. I can take one step. You are not trying to become a different person overnight. You are becoming a kinder home for yourself to live in. Breathe, in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says. So we choose words that help your body feel held. Let me share something I learned. A single loving thought can be a doorway. People often imagine transformation as something big, something dramatic. But healing so often is a series of small moments. One soft breath, one gentler sentence, one decision to stop attacking yourself. Imagine your thoughts are like water flowing through you. If the water is harsh, full of fear and judgment, it can feel like a river rushing over sharp rocks. But when the water becomes calmer, the rocks do not disappear overnight. Still, the flow changes, the experience changes. Over time, even rocks soften under steady water. This is the power of consistent kindness. When you speak to yourself with love, you are not ignoring reality. You are changing the way you meet reality. You are changing the way you hold your experience. And there is something else I want you to understand. Your mind has habits. Many of our thoughts are not fresh truth. They are old recordings, old beliefs, old voices we absorbed long ago. A parent's impatience, a teacher's criticism, a culture that taught us to judge our bodies, a moment of embarrassment that became a lifelong story. So when an unkind thought arises, you do not have to treat it as the absolute truth about you. You can treat it as a habit that is ready to be retrained. I have learned to speak to my mind the way I speak to a frightened child. I don't yell at it for being scared. I soothe it. I guide it. I let it know we are safe enough in this moment. Try that with yourself now. If your mind is racing, say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for trying to protect me." And then say, "I choose peace in this moment. I choose peace in this moment." Notice how different that feels. The first sentence honors the mind's intention. The second gives it a new direction. Now, a practical application for today. Choose one doorway thought, one simple affirmation you can return to again and again. Here is a doorway thought I love. I am willing to love myself a little more today. Not forever, not perfectly, just today. I am willing to love myself a little more today. And when you forget, because you will, because you are human, simply come back, without shame, without punishment. Come back to your doorway. I am willing to love myself a little more today. Let this be your practice in the mirror, in the car, in the kitchen, in bed. Gentle repetition, like watering a seed. Breathe in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says. So give it a doorway into love. Now there's another layer to this. Many of our harshest thoughts are old echoes. Sweetheart, if you have spent years speaking to yourself in a critical tone, it may feel strange to speak kindly. It may feel unnatural. You may even feel resistance in your body when you try. That doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're touching an old pattern. Sometimes the mind says, "Don't be soft. Soft is dangerous." Or, "If you love yourself, you'll become lazy." Or, "You don't deserve kindness." These are echoes. They are not your true voice. They are the sound of old learning. So what do we do with echoes? We don't argue with them endlessly. We don't try to win a debate in our head. We gently replace the sound. If you walk into a room and there is an unpleasant noise, you can choose to bring in music. You can change the atmosphere, not by fighting the noise, but by introducing something new. That is what affirmations are, new music. And I want you to know, you are allowed to start where you are. If "I love myself" feels too big today, begin with "I am learning to love myself." If "I am healthy" feels too far away, begin with "I am open to supporting my well-being." We don't force, we invite. Here's something I discovered in my own journey. When I stopped demanding perfection and started offering myself compassion, my whole life began to feel more possible. The inner war ended little by little, and in that space, energy returned, clarity returned, hope returned. Now let's do a gentle practice together. Say, "I release the need to criticize myself." I release the need to criticize myself. And then, "I choose to speak to myself with respect." I choose to speak to myself with respect. And if your mind says, "No, you don't," you can answer softly, "I am willing. I am willing." This is not about pretending you feel amazing. This is about creating a kinder inner climate so your body doesn't have to live in a storm. Practical application. Pick one common echo and create a loving replacement. Echo, "I'm not enough." Replacement, "I am enough for this moment." Echo, "Something is wrong with me." Replacement, "I am learning and I am growing." Echo, "My body is failing me." Replacement, "My body is communicating with me and I choose to listen with love." Choose one replacement and repeat it gently throughout the day, not like a command, like a lullaby. Breathe in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says. So let's become mindful of the echoes and choose music that heals. This is where practice becomes gentle power. We can choose new words, even if we start small. You do not have to transform your entire life in one afternoon. You do not have to become a master of affirmations to receive benefits. You simply have to be willing to notice and choose again. And I want to say this clearly. Choosing again is strength. It is courage. It is love in action. Imagine your self-talk as a garden. Every sentence is a seed. Some seeds create weeds. I'm terrible. I'll never change. I'm stuck. And some seeds create flowers. I can learn. I deserve support. I am worthy of love. Now, a garden does not change because you scold it. A garden changes because you tend it. You pull one weed today, you water one seed tomorrow, you place your hands in the soil, and you show up again and again. That is what you are doing now. So let's plant a few powerful seeds, seeds that your body can hear as safety. I choose thoughts that nourish me. I choose thoughts that nourish me. I allow my body to relax, little by little. I allow my body to relax, little by little. I am on my own side. I am on my own side. Do you feel the difference? Even reading these words, something inside may soften. If you don't feel it yet, that's okay. Seeds don't bloom the second you plant them. The soil needs time. The water needs time. The sun needs time. Now let's bring this into real life. When you wake up, before you reach for your phone, place a hand on your body and say one kind sentence. Just one. Good morning, body. Thank you for carrying me. Or, today, I choose gentleness. Or, I am willing to feel supported. In the middle of the day, when stress rises, pause and ask, what is my mind saying right now? And what does my body need to hear? Maybe your body needs to hear, I am safe in this moment. Maybe your body needs to hear, I can take this one breath. Maybe your body needs to hear, I do not have to earn rest. And in the evening, before sleep, speak to yourself like a loving guardian. The body heals and restores when it feels safe. So give it safety through words. I did the best I could today. I forgive myself. I choose peace now. If this is new for you, you may forget. You may get pulled into old habits. That's okay. No punishment, no shame. Just choose again. Breathe in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says. So today we plant seeds of kindness. Sometimes you'll say an affirmation and your mind will argue, and that's okay. This is so important, dear one. Many people stop because they think resistance means failure. It does not. Resistance is simply a sign that you are touching an old belief. When your mind argues, you can meet it with compassion. You can say, I hear you, and then, and I choose a kinder thought anyway, and I choose a kinder thought anyway. You don't have to fight your mind. You don't have to wrestle your thoughts to the ground. You simply guide them the way you guide a child back to bed after a bad dream. There is a gentleness in this that is deeply healing. The body responds to gentleness. The body trusts gentleness. So let's do a practice for the arguing mind. If your mind says, this is silly, you say, it may feel unfamiliar and it can still help. If your mind says it won't work, you say, I am practicing, and that is enough for today. If your mind says, I don't deserve love, you say, I am willing to learn that I am worthy. Notice the word willing. Willing is a bridge. Willing is honest. Willing doesn't force. I've learned that willingness opens doors that struggle keeps locked. And here is another truth. Your body has memory. Not only mental memory, but physical memory. It remembers how you've treated yourself. It remembers the times you pushed through exhaustion. It remembers the times you held your breath to stay strong. It remembers the times you swallowed your feelings because it didn't feel safe to express them. So when you offer loving words, your body may respond with emotion, with fatigue, with tenderness. This is not a sign to stop. It may be a sign that your body is finally receiving permission to release. Be gentle with yourself. Practical application. Create an argument-friendly affirmation, one that makes space for doubt. Try this. Even though I feel uncertain, I choose to support myself. Even though I feel uncertain, I choose to support myself. Or, I don't have to believe every word yet for this to help me, and I don't have to believe every word yet for this to help me. Say it in the moments you feel resistance. Say it when you're trying and you feel discouraged. Say it when you catch yourself judging your own healing. And then, sweetheart, return to the anchor again. Your body hears everything your mind says. So we speak to ourselves with respect, even when the mind argues. Breathe in and out. As you continue, you may begin to notice the body responding in quiet, beautiful ways, not always dramatic, often subtle. You might notice you breathe a little deeper. You might notice your shoulders drop without effort. You might notice you recover from stress a little faster. You might notice you speak more gently to yourself when you make a mistake. These are signs of safety. These are signs of healing. I want to remind you, your body is not your enemy. Your body is your ally. Your body is a messenger. And when you listen with love, the messages become easier to receive. Sometimes when the body hurts or feels tense, the mind immediately says, something is wrong. And then the body hears that and tightens even more. So what if we change that first response? What if instead the mind said, I'm here with you. I'm here with you. What if the mind said, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. What if the mind said, I will be gentle with you today. I will be gentle with you today. Now notice how those sentences feel. The body hears companionship. The body hears safety. The body hears care. And that, over time, can change the inner climate in which your body lives. Let me share a small story from my own learning. There was a time when I believed I had to push myself to be worthy. I believed that if I wasn't productive, I wasn't valuable. My mind was relentless, and my body responded with exhaustion, with tension, with a quiet sadness that sat in my bones. When I began to speak to myself with love, something shifted. Not because I suddenly became perfect, but because I stopped living in constant self-attack. I began to treat myself like someone I cared about, and that changed everything. It gave my body a chance to rest. It gave my heart room to breathe. Practical application. Create a body-friendly sentence you say whenever you notice discomfort. Try. Dear body, I hear you and I choose to be kind. Dear body, I hear you and I choose to be kind. Or I am safe enough to take this moment slowly. I am safe enough to take this moment slowly. Or simply, breathe, sweetheart. Breathe, sweetheart. You can say it in the shower, in the grocery store, before a meeting, at night when your thoughts spin, and always return to the anchor phrase, the one your body will learn to recognize like a familiar song. Your body hears everything your mind says, so let's make the message loving. Let's bring this into your ordinary day, into traffic, mirrors, meals, and bedtime. Because this is where transformation becomes real. Not only in quiet meditation moments, but in the little places where old habits live. In the mirror, many people say things they don't even realize they're saying. A sigh, a grimace, a judgment, and the body hears it. So I invite you to try something brave and tender. Look at yourself, just for a moment, and say, I am learning to see you with love. I am learning to see you with love. If that feels too much, soften it. I am willing to be kinder when I look at myself. That is enough. At meals, notice the language you use around food and your body. Instead of criticism, offer gratitude. Not forced gratitude. Simple gratitude. Thank you, body, for digesting for me. Thank you, body, for supporting me. I choose to nourish myself. In traffic, when impatience rises, notice what the mind says. If the mind says, this is unbearable, the body hears pressure. So offer a softer sentence. I can breathe through this moment. I can breathe through this moment. At work, when you make a mistake, notice the first thought. If it is harsh, replace it quickly, not with denial, but with support. I can learn from this. I can learn from this. I do not have to punish myself to improve. I do not have to punish myself to improve. And at bedtime, oh sweetheart, bedtime is sacred. The last words you speak to yourself are like a blanket your body sleeps under. So choose a soft blanket. I did enough today. I did enough today. I am proud of my willingness. I am proud of my willingness. I allow sleep to restore me. I allow sleep to restore me. Now I want to give you a short affirmation flow you can return to again and again, like a little river of kindness. Don't rush it. Let it be slow. I am safe in this moment. I am safe in this moment. I choose loving thoughts. I choose loving thoughts. I allow my body to relax. I allow my body to relax. I am on my own side. I am on my own side. If you do this daily, you may notice your inner world changing. Over time, you may discover you can meet stress with more softness. You may discover you can soothe yourself without waiting for someone else to say the perfect words, because you can become the one who speaks love. Breathe in and out. Your body hears everything your mind says, so let your mind become a place your body can trust. Now let's take a breath together and gather all of this into one gentle truth. You do not have to fight yourself to heal. You do not have to bully yourself into change. You do not have to live in a constant inner storm. You can choose kindness. You can choose again. You can speak to yourself as someone worthy of love because you are. And if you take nothing else from this time together, take this. Your inner voice is powerful. The words you say inside are not small. They shape your body's sense of safety. They shape your breath. They shape your posture. They shape the way you move through life. So let's offer your body a new message today. Place a hand on your heart, or simply imagine warmth there, and say softly with me, I am willing to love myself. I am willing to love myself. I am willing to speak kindly to myself. I am willing to speak kindly to myself. I am willing to listen to my body with compassion. I am willing to listen to my body with compassion. Now pause. Feel that. And if your mind tries to rush, just breathe in and out. Here is your final practice, a small one, a real one. Choose one loving sentence and repeat it for the next 7 days, not as a demand, as a gift, as a daily offering. You might choose, I am on my own side, or I am willing to be kinder to myself, or it's safe for me to be with myself. Choose one. Let it become familiar. Let it become home. And remember, sweetheart, this is a journey. Some days will feel easier. Some days you will forget. None of that means you are failing. Every time you return to love, you are healing something. Every time you choose a kinder thought, you are giving your body a softer place to live. I believe in your ability to change your inner language. I believe in your willingness. I believe in your heart. And your body, your beautiful body, has been listening all along. So let it hear this now. I love you. I am here. We are safe. And we are learning. Take one more gentle breath in and out. And carry this with you today, like a candle in your chest. Your body hears everything your mind says. So speak love, dear one. Speak love.